We will leave our bands off to the side for now. Let's just take a couple big shoulder rolls. Exaggerate, bring those elbows higher. Lift, squeeze back one more time. We'll come back to that move in a few minutes. For now, we're just going to step touch. We're going to angle a little bit to this side. Bicep curl, tricep extension. Bicep as you come forward, tricep as you press back. 4 more like that. 2 more. You're going to keep that tap, but then you're going to lift. Big extension, arms and legs. Good, just step touch only. We're angling the other way. Tricep as you come forward, tricep extension. You'd think she'd be a little less patient with me pumping next to her. 4 more. Last 2. Last one, we turn it into that big extension. Beautiful, bring it down, step touch only. Slow it down. Grab your band for me, please. Just nice and loose, long for now. Let's go back to the beginning. Separate your hands, lift the elbows up, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and bring the band down. Up and down. Start a kind of slow motion tapping here. I don't want to speed this movement up too much. Last 2. And then just step touch. Bring that band behind you. So it's around your back. Palms are facing up. You're just going to do a little bicep curl. If you don't feel like there's much resistance, you have to kind of bring your hands way back. Still just warming up, so it's not like this has to be a tough bicep curl. 2 more like that. Very nice. Bring it around in front. Same idea. Tricep extension. Two more. Good. Then we bring those arms up. And we go into that extension. As we do so, separate your hands. And relax. Come on back through center. Bring that band around behind you. Angle the other direction, please. Keep those hands really close together so you have a pretty long tail on both ends of that. And we go into that bicep curl. Two more. Very nice. Bring that band around in front. And again, you want to have your hands pretty close together. Press back tricep. Then we're up here. Extension with the arms and the legs. Nice two. Toss that band off to the side. Step touch only. Wide stance, slow it down. Bring yourself down, hands on your thighs. Let's exhale cat. Inhale cow, drop that right shoulder in, look up over your left. And then again, back through center, other way. One more time, back through center, opposite side, please. And then back through center one more time. By the way, David and Melanie, I like your Christmas decorations. Very cheery. Good. Big deep breath in. Exhale, shoulder squeeze, open that chest. Beautiful. Relax that down. Let's go ahead, grab our chair. Grab our band. Step forward just a little bit. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do that. Put that band around your right foot. And then into your right hand. Lean forward, bend that left knee, abs are in, and we're just lifting that leg for now. Scoot your hand to the front of that band, and you have two options. As you lift your leg, you can either do a bicep curl, or if you have enough on your band, you could do a straight arm raise, working that deltoid. So if your legs aren't as long as mine, you might be able to do that straight arm deltoid lift. Otherwise, stick with that bicep curl. So right glute, right bicep or deltoid, whichever you're working, should be getting this. Two more. Last one. Turn back to center. You may not need your chair for this. Move your band into your opposite hand. Turn your toes in. Just a lateral raise here. You can have that standing leg a little bent if you want, or you can have it straight. And then again, you can choose with the opposite hand to be doing a bicep curl on the opposite arm, or a slightly lateral raise. Again, working the front of that deltoid. Two more. Beautiful. Last one. Turn around. Once again, hold that band in your right hand, bend your left knee, bend your right knee a lot, push straight up and back. So it's in and up and back. And a big aggressive move with that leg. Good. Two more. And relax. All right, hopefully you felt those. We're going to switch sides. All right, so we're holding that band this time below your left foot, or whichever foot you didn't have it on before. Okay, we bend that right leg, and we come into that deep position. We're going to lift that leg, and then you choose whether you do a bicep curl with it or a straight arm raise. Two more. Beautiful. Stand it up. You can keep this leg straight or bent. Band into the opposite hand, lateral raise. Again, bicep curl or deltoid, front of the shoulder. You saw a furry cat scurry. That's because of nail pain. Two more. Beautiful. Now we go back to that band in the same hand as leg. We find a bent knee position with a flat back. We're going to bend that knee in, and we're going to shoot that leg straight up and back. Two more. And relax. Drop that band, leave it with the chair for a moment. Let's stretch out both sides. Left ankle across the right thigh. Sit into it, extend that tailbone, pull the abs in, press it back, and then as you're ready, round it under, and then push it back again. Come up to a standing position, ankle over the back one, arms the opposite way. Very nice. Come up and over, right leg crosses your left thigh, sit into it, tailbone long, round it under, extend it out again. As you stand up, ankle crosses over the other, hips go to that side, arms go the other way. Very nice. We get to sit in the chair for a moment. All right. So we're going to wrap that band once again around the bottom of the right foot. And then we're going to want to have a decent amount of tension on that. Bring that leg up, and we're going to go from a bent leg to a straight leg. So I want you to feel it in your quad. Notice if you roll back too much, you want to sit tall. And then your add-on is, as your leg straightens, actually leave the leg straight for a second. Let's take that same arm and press down, tricep down, leading with the pinky. And then they both come toward each other and extend. Use the other hand to help you sit tall if need be. So your foot pushes and your pinky finger presses your arms straight. So tricep and quadricep. Two more. Hold it here. Give me little pulses. Push, push. And relax. Ooh, I hope you guys felt those. Bring that right hand down to the right side. Press back. Sit tall. Bring that hand to center. Give it a little extra push. And then to the opposite side. And then we'll do the leg. So just scoot over and let that right leg drop off. The hip is off the chair. That doesn't tip you over. Drop that down. Get that nice stretch. Quad to hip flexor. And then we come back to center to do the other side. So once again, we're going to put that left foot this time into that band. And maybe we start with a little more tension, right? Bending and straightening, feeling that quad, and then we're going to loosen up that tension, turn your hand down this way, so thumb towards your camera, press back. Press both at the same time. Use the other hand if you need to help yourself sit tall. Almost there. And relax. Again, you can let that band go for a moment. Left hand comes down the left side. Pull it back. And then bring that hand to center. And over to the other side. Shake that out. We're going to scoot off the chair. Let that hip drop down. And come on back to center. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different here. So we're going to bring both feet in. No, you know what? No, I don't think that would be good for our back. Bring your right foot in the band, but only the toes and the ball of the foot. Then bring yourself a good amount of tension. Push till you feel your calf muscles working. If you don't, choke up on that tension more. Flex and push, flex and push, flex and push. So I'm pointing. When I point, I'm going to feel some stretch behind my shoulder. So I'm going to start resisting that point, pull back, everything together. Point, pull back. So I'm using rowing motion, right? As I point my toes, so I should feel my calves and also feel shoulder work. Two more. And let's bring that down to the other side. So you can see I had my hand pretty close to that band. Bring it up. We just start with that point. You want to have your toes in the band if possible. Point and flex and point and flex. And then when you're ready, point, pull back, both together. Point, pull back. Sit nice and tall. When you're doing rowing, you want to be really up, elongated out of your spine. 2 more. All right, and yes, we're going to try it. We're going to keep our feet low to start with so we don't smack ourselves in the face, right? So my heels are on the ground. I'm going to point my toes and come back, point my toes and come back. And then I'm going to add a rowing motion. As I point my toes, my shoulders squeeze. I think you guys hopefully can just see my toes pressing down, squeezing back. Keep this going for me. Good, just a couple more. And relax. Go ahead, shake that out. Mosey your way back up to a standing position and move your chair to the side again, please. All right. So now we were sitting on our booty, so let's work that booty a little bit. You're going to fold that band in half. And you're going to step on it with your right foot. Hold that band in your left hand for now. But what we're going to try to do, and just depends on what you need to do here, I want you to take it underneath your left foot securely. And I'll give you an option if that seems not safe for you. And then you're just pushing that right heel to the sky. So play with how much tension you need, but make sure that you do have that band underneath your left foot, right? So pushing up, flexing that right heel. Anybody need an option? Wave your hand. Do you feel this? I do. If it won't go straight up, if you can go out on an angle, that's okay, but it should be just pretty much pure glute work here. But do try and have it shooting to the ceiling. So you have to have the band down and the foot up, right? So there's a little lesson in muscles. You work the muscle by having the tension going the exact opposite way. 2 more. Press it up, hold it here. That should be kind of excruciating. Give me a pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, yikes. All right. Hopefully that worked for you. Bend the left knee, step out with that right leg, send your hips back. Roll those right toes up off the ground. Make sure your spine is long so you get that hamstring stretch, and then roll the toes down and hinge back up. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm not sure what's the easiest way to get into it, but try stepping into it with your left foot. You could go ahead and step on it with the right now, right? While they're both down there, but you want enough tension, but not so much that you can't even get your leg up there. And then the right knee bends, left foot flexes to the sky. Play with how to get the correct amount of tension. It might take you a second. And then that heel pushes up to the sky, pressing straight up and up. Almost here. And then hold that leg up there and pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then just hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. I hope you were shaking as I was. All right, so then we bend that right knee a lot, step out with that left foot, press those hips back, long, flat back. Roll those toes down, and then sit back up again. All right. We're gonna actually just move the chair. I think we'll do this as normal human beings. We're gonna fold that band in half, and then if you need to come back to single fold, that's fine. We're bringing that behind us. Palms are up for now. It's down at your waist. and you're just pushing forward, right? We're going to change this up in just a second. Thumbs on top, 2 more. Good. Then bring it up so it's under your armpit. You can go to a wider stance, and this time pressing up and away, up and away. So thumbs again are on top. I'm coming into that big wide V. Chest work, shoulder work. If you want to be in a nice big plie, you are welcome to do that. And we're relaxing. Bring that band down, take that left arm, flex through the palm, bring it open behind you, shake it out. Same on the right side, press it open and shake that out. All right. So we worked the front side, let's work that back side, upper body, shoulders just a little bit. This will be pretty simple. We just want to do it with good form. So go ahead and unfold your band this time. Step on it with both feet. Make sure you have a good, good grip. And then I want you to find flat back. Make sure you're not rounded. So think cow and cat, or reindeer and cat, and one more reindeer. And then you have the option to crisscross your bands so that when you squeeze up, you feel those shoulder blades squeeze together. Abs in, eyes in line with a place on the floor about 3 feet ahead of you. Now your hips are stabilizing here. You might feel a little bit of outer hip action. Keep that head in line so you don't have wrinkles in the back of your neck. And then come back, look at where your hands are and switch them so the opposite hand is in front, and do a few more. Keep going. And relax, lose that band. Woo, shake that out. And we are heading down to the mat. Go ahead and move your chair out of the way, but bring your band with you, please. And as we come down, we're just going to bring that band, hold it in half behind our hamstrings. Biceps towards the ceiling. I want you to try to take 10 counts to roll down a vertebra at a time, keeping all 10 toes on the ground, feet on the ground, moseying your way down, taking your time. And then once you get to the bottom, go ahead and relax, stretch those legs out. You can bring those arms overhead with the band in those hands for a moment. Stretch and reach, and then come on back to center. All right, so we're going to leave the band folded in half. We're going to find a bridge position with our feet, pre-bridge, right? Shoulders back and down. We're going to lift up into that bridge, and then we're going to put the band across your thighs, but you're trying to take this crease and lift it up towards the sky. We're going to start with a little tricep action. So my hips aren't moving, fingertips, pinky fingers down, press down, open your shoulder blades, pull your belly button in, release, press, release, press, release, press. Good. Keep your hands down. Try and get both pinkies on the ground. Lift your hips. Lift your hips. Lift your hips. Feel those glutes. Now we put those two things together. My hands hover. My hips are down a little bit. And then I push up with the hips and down with the hands. Up with the hips and down with the hands. Up and down. Up and down. Almost there. And relax. Bring that band behind your right hamstring for just a second. Hug it in, nice and close. Stretch out that left leg. Just let that right leg relax for a moment, side to side, and then right leg can stretch out. and the band comes behind that left hamstring. Give it a nice tug in, take a little stretch here, and then relax that. All right. Let's bring that band into both hands. And again, just between your thumb and index finger for now, deep breath in. Exhale, float to lift up for ab prep. Arms reach up overhead, hold those abs in, and exhale down. Inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, reach, and exhale down. Again, we lift, we reach, and we come down. We lift, we reach, come down one more time. We're gonna lift, we're gonna reach, we're gonna stay lifted in our upper body. Your pinky fingers are gonna press open to the pinkies, open to the pinkies. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add your knees in tabletop, extend those legs, open your toes as you open your arms, press open, 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 exhale, hug those knees in, take a quick break, deep breath in, exhale, right back up again, and we press open, 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 open. Hug it in, take a break, and again, we release and open. And we're gonna hug, and last one like that. We're gonna reach. If your neck is bothering you, can have your head down. And relax, hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side. Your band is folded in half, so we're gonna take that behind your hamstrings, and I want the folded one in your back hand, right where the fold is. So your back hand is holding that so that as you pivot to face me, you still have hold of the back or the fold, and then you grab the tail. And you should have a pretty tight grip so that you don't really have much movement in that top leg. So for clam, waistline lifts, head is resting on your arm, heels together, toes can be apart. We press open in the clam, and then we're going to keep the tension. So we're going to push open a little more and open. And open. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring those knees together and down. We're going to open again till we have tension, and then from there, with the heels in the air, we open farther and more and more. And relax. Woo, give that hip some love if it feels like it could use it. And then we're going over to the other side, please. So again, you probably flip your band so that your hand can come through the fold, and then you can hold on to that tail in a place that you have tension. Knuckle down, shoulders up, back and down, waistline lifted, pivot open, and then keep the tension and pivot more and more. And then knees down, heels raised, press open. And relax. Okay, so now we're going to drape that band. You can unfold it. We're just going to drape it across our sacrum as we roll over onto our abs. And then we're going to turn our palms to face the ceiling so we can slide them underneath that band. Bring your hands so your thumbs are pretty close together. Toenails are pointed, or toes are pointed, toenails on the ground. Knees, rather than being resting, are lifting up, relax, rest, lift and relax, and lift and relax, and then leave them up. And then square your shoulders back up. Deep breath in. On the exhale, pull the belly button in. Slide your hands down your legs, and then lift the arms a little bit to help lift your chest, reaching, and exhale down. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, belly button in. Hands reach, we lift and squeeze and relax down. Inhale. Exhale, lift, squeeze, maybe rotate those palms toward each other and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze, and rotate. Good. Few more here. And relax. While you're here, I want you to take that band around your armpit and then Bring your hands out, forearm position. Try to get your pinky fingers on the ground so your hands aren't cocked up like that. You're pushing them down, and you should already feel some tension across your upper back. So just press against the band and release the tension. Press and release. Try and keep your chin where it is, not forward and down, but just in a nice straight line. 2 more times. Good. And then from there, we'll turn this into a plank, whether you want to go onto the fronts of your thighs or onto your toes. And you're going to do that same push. Push against the band and relax. Push and relax. And release. Go ahead, head on back to resting position. Arms can be out front or down by your sides. Knee issues, you make a fist and tuck it behind your hamstring and your calf. Come on back through center, roll through a reindeer and roll back through a cat. And then come on back over onto your back, please. All righty. So now, once again, we're going to take that band, fold it in half, and bring it behind our hamstring. So earlier, we came down to a very slow count. We tried to take 10 counts to come up. We're going to try to use our biceps to help us do basically a roll up, but nice and slowly. Try for 8 and 7, belly button in, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up. Woo! And then you're going down for 10. And you're coming up for 8. And you're going down for 10. And up for 8. And down for 10. Last time, lifting up for 8. And down for 10. Beautiful. Bring those knees in, take a little rock side to side. Take your left foot in that band. Bring your right arm off to the side. Sorry, your left arm off to the side. And drop that left leg all the way over to the right for just a second. Do what you need to with your right hand or left hand. Mine won't go all the way over there. And then pull it back up through center. Put your right foot in there. Band in your right hand. There we go. And then drop that leg over to the right. Excuse me, to the left. Your right hand goes the other way. Just a little twist. And then as it comes back up through center, all you're going to do is bend that knee in. And if you like that parallel position where a foot goes into the band in a parallel position, feel free to do that. Pull those toes back and then push the ball of the foot towards the ceiling and push the toes up towards the ceiling. And then toes come back, ball of the foot comes back and heel presses up. And we'll do that again, ball of the foot up, toes up, point, and then one more time, toes back, ball of the foot back. And we're going to give ourselves some slack to put the right elbow on the ground and get that nice inner thigh stretch on that right leg. Reach over with your left hand, pull everything back through center, choke up on that band until you bring your right knee into the right rib cage. Feel that, and then without moving your hands, push that leg up. That should be a really intense hamstring stretch. You can feel free to mobilize and then give yourself a little tension or a little slack. Turn your toes towards your left shoulder and start lowering your left hand, left elbow to the ground to let that right leg hover in space, outer hip stretch. And then one more time, we're going to come on back through center. We're going to bring that right ankle across the left thigh, let it drop open. Bring that left knee in. We'll reach around, thread the needle, and then left foot on the ground. Crisscross that right leg, and then drop to the left, please. Come on back through center, uncross, straighten out. Hopefully everything feels better on that right side. So now we're going to even up by putting that left foot into the band. And again, if you like that parallel position, then please feel free to do that. Try and get the heel and all 10 or all 5 toes or 10 toes, however many. Right. And then you're going to push the ball of the foot to the sky and then the toes up. And then the toes come back, ball of the foot presses, heel presses. Ball of the foot, toes, and then toes come back, ball of the foot pushes up, heel pushes up one more time all the way through. Give yourself a little bit of slack, let that left leg drop to the right, right leg is out. Reach around, help yourself back through center, use both hands to choke up on that band, pull the knee into the chest, and then keep that tension as you straighten the leg, big stretch. Band moves into your right hand with some slack, right toes turn to the right, and then we slowly let that right elbow drop and the leg covers in space. We'll bend that knee, put the foot on the ground outside of the right thigh, let it drop open, drag it in, thread your needle, and then right foot on the ground, left knee crosses over, and then knees drop to the right, please. And we'll stretch everything back. We'll reach overhead, deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to roll it up or roll over to your side, however you want to get onto your hands and knees for our cat reindeer. So we roll into a cat, we inhale, open up into either Rudolph or reindeer, or whatever sound they make. We roll cat and reindeer, and if you want to, you can bring those hands out front and do that same thing with a little bit of movement. And then lastly, we will tuck those toes, high plank, and then press back. Hands on your thighs one more time, cat and reindeer. Back up through center, curtsy. Thank you all.